G'day, everyone. How are yous? Coming to you from Innisfail. What is it? December 13th. At bloody, what time is it? Oh, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. Wow. And I'm sitting here. I'm bored shitless, so I thought I'd come on. I said to Roz, going to do a quick live. Give everyone a bloody Cyclone update, guys. It's a bit of a non-event at the moment, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong. Who we got on? We got one on. I'll just wait if you can. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. Make sure everything's plugged in okay. Chasing the Sun, g'day. Here we go. Pump Koala. Keithy, g'day. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay, please, everyone. Jace Marlow, how are you, mate? Yeah, just I thought I'd do a Phil the Maniac. I'd come on in the middle of the day on a weekday when no one's around, but we got a few on. BT Dan, g'day, mate. Marky P. Mark Rollings, or Mara Rollings. Is it Mara Rollings? Sorry. Chrissy Anderson's on. G'day, Chris. Ball Bags, g'day, mate. Tambo's Adventures, loud and clear. Thanks, mate. Greggy Crutchfield, all good. Thanks. Pump Koala Toddy, g'day, mate. How are you? Steve's on. Saw Adventures. Afternoon, Buck. Comms all good. Thanks, Steve. Jared's on. Loud and loud and unbearable. Thanks, Jared. Bobby Asser, the diddly donk from Redhead in Newcastle, New South Wales. Go the Maroons. G'day, Bob. How are you, mate? We're just sitting back here, mate, waiting for this bloody cyclone to get here. It is dragged on for over a week now, and it's still not here. And it's just bloody becoming annoying. It's just whipped up into a Cat 2, and it's going north of us, guys, so we're not too bad down here. We get some real squally stuff every now and then and some heavy rain, then it goes away again. We'll talk more about the cyclone in a minute. Just want to do some more shout-outs. Parks, every time, Jimmy Nauman, I hope I'm saying that right, Jim. Every time I come on and do a live feed now, I've got new names up, which is good to see. I love seeing new names. Jeff's Travels, you've been on before heaps of times. Pete McMurtry down in how is it down in Townsville, Pete? It's just like a bloody windy, rainy old day here in Innisfail. Nothing out of the ordinary. 4 o'clock this morning, I thought, here she comes, and then it just settled down again. Hold on to your bra straps. Yeah, exactly. G'day, Hein. How are you? Joe King. Thanks, Joe. Weather is the same here, on and off. Okay, Jared. Yeah, probably a bit of rain will be good down in Townsville, mate. It'd be good to green the old Brownsville up a bit. So I know everyone's probably behind the scenes going, oh, yeah, this rain's good, because we have had it dry here for a couple of months, been the dry season. Is the cyclone a council worker? Everyone is watching and not much to do for a week. Yeah, exactly right, mate. It's a bit like that, isn't it? Not much wind, but showers on and off down in Townsville. That's all right. Might green the grass up a bit, mate. I know Townsville's starting to look really brown. So a little bit of rain, it'll be good. The rain's good. You can get too much, I know, but Port Douglas is copping it, yeah. There's a couple of trees down in Port. A tree come down here in Innisfail this morning and took half of Innisfail's power out. So it was windy this morning at 4 o'clock, real windy. And it did bring a tree down. So we're getting some good gusts come through. But at the moment, it's just like a windy, shitty old day, and you just stay inside on the computer. Real Queenslanders would have beer up there now. What's happened, Buck? That was from last night, Hein. Too early for a beer. It's only 3:30, mate. Come on. The KFC bucket came down yesterday afternoon. It was pretty gusty yesterday afternoon. And the KFC bucket, first casualty of Innisfail, the KFC bucket come down. Luckily, no one was under it, because they're bloody big. You know how big a KFC bucket is outside the shops. She come down and smashed all over the footpath. So it must have been held on by Sikaflex or something from the last cyclone. So she didn't last long. It's not even cyclonic weather here at the moment, and the KFC bucket was the first casualty. Anyway, KFC will put an insurance claim in and get a new bucket up on their building. As I said, lucky no one was coming out of the shop, and it would have killed them. Like, I'd hate to think if that hit a kid or something, it would kill someone. So luckily no one was near it when it came down. Ran away from Townsville on Monday. So g'day from Brisbane. Gary Phillips, watching the Townsville weather via our security cameras. Good stuff, mate. I think Townsville's well out of the firing line. They're getting a bit of wind and rain down there. Yeah, just coming through real. You can see out here, it kind of gusts up, 4 o'clock this morning, me and Roz both woke up and I thought, like it was, the wind was really picking up and the rain was coming in sideways, and she was right up, windows closed, doors closed. We closed everything up and I thought, here she comes. She's coming. And within half an hour, it had settled down again. It's been like it comes on, rain comes in sideways, big. You can hear the wind coming over, woo, and then it goes away again. But this is no more than just a bad, rainy, windy day at the moment. But it's just whipped up only just an hour ago or so. It's just got back to a category 2, so it is getting worse. And it's as slow as buggery. It's going to come across just below Wudjil, which is a few hours north of us, just north of Port Douglas, a little Aboriginal community called Wudjil, and it's coming across there about 7 o'clock tonight. So everyone was hoping it would come across during the day, but no, you know what cyclones are like. They like to hit during the night, so no one can see what's going on, and it's going to be high tide again. So Port Douglas, northern beaches of Cairns are copping it at the moment. A lot of erosion on the northern beaches of Cairns. We just had a thing come over our phone. Get in, I don't know, is the old bloody Bureau of Meteorology. Get inside now and bloody stay inside. It was like one of them big emergency automated texts that comes out. We got it here in Innisfail, and I'm just thinking, there's nothing going on down here. It's just a bit of wind and some squally rain. I can't. A wascally wabbit, some squally rain. Andrew Speed in Toowoomba. G'day, mate. How are you? There's another new name. Andrew, how are you, mate, in Toowoomba? It's my old stomping ground. I used to play rugby for Toowoomba Rangers, 1989, 1990. Cracked it into the A-grade team there for a couple of games too, only because of injuries. Yeah, Toowoomba Rangers, the oldest rugby club in Queensland. I used to play for them. Bloody good old Rangers. Fond days. I've still got one of their jerseys in my cupboard too, mate. The old Toowoomba Rangers jersey. Stay safe. Yeah, mate, we'll be right here. I think we're on the southern side of it. I'm sure tonight she's going to get windy and rainy, but, mate, I've got all the vehicles in the roller doors. I've got 3 roller doors, 2 in the shed and 1 out the carport. I've got the vehicles backed up. I've got a single mattress, like a foam mattress that we've got between the roller door, and the vehicles are backed up so the roller door can't blow in. It worked during Cyclone Yasi. We didn't lose any roller doors, and this is going to be nothing like Cyclone Yasi was a category 5. That was scary. So that's why people got prepared for this. But in Innisfail, we're just sitting back now. We've been through a 4 and a 5. This is going to be nothing but just wind and rain. So, but everyone did the right thing. No one panicked by at the supermarkets here in Innisfail. Everyone just went and got a carton of water, just some thing. No one went silly. You can still, up until yesterday, you could still go into Coles and Woolies and get toilet paper and water. So no one went COVID silly. You know, during COVID, everyone just panicked. Innisfail, we've been through this before. We know how it works, and everyone's done the right thing. Just grabbed the supplies for a couple of days. As I said, tree down this morning. Half of Innisfail lost power over the other side. We're right here. We haven't lost power or anything yet. The KFC bucket and a tree down over some power lines so far in Innisfail. But we'll be right here. It's a few hours north of us. The eye, it's up around Port Douglas. Port Douglas is exactly a 2-hour drive from here, guys. It's an hour to Cairns, and then from Cairns to Port Douglas up the Captain Cook Highway is another hour, and it's just north of Port Douglas. If you've ever done the Bloomfield track, you go up Cape Tribulation and then you're on the Bloomfield track and you go up to the Lions Den towards Cooktown. Wudjil's like up there. It's an Aboriginal community on the Bloomfield track. It's going to come across just south of Wudjil, apparently, just north of, up in Aussie Campfire Kitchen area. Tony and Taryn and the boys there from Aussie Campfire Kitchens, they were doing all their cyclone prep. They're at a place called Wonga Beach. Wonga, Wonga Beach, north of Cairns, north of Port Douglas there. Beautiful area. How about Kay still operating? I think it is. It was only the bucket. I don't think they cooked the chicken up in the bucket, Debbie. I don't think the chicken's up there. So, no, it was just the bucket. I think most things are closed today here. I think most people have just stayed at home today. There's one coffee shop was open this morning, apparently. I haven't been out. I'm doing the right thing. We put the cars away yesterday afternoon, barricaded the roller doors. We are staying here now. We are not moving. The last thing you need is people driving around in their cars and bloody everything, having a sticky beak. It just makes everything worse. Just stay off the roads, wait till it's over, and then don't go out until you need to. Clean your yard up, help your neighbours out, and then everything will start opening up and you can get back on track. So Roz and I, that's why I'm doing a live feed. I was sitting here going, geez, it's boring. I'm just waiting for this cyclone to bloody pass. And it's that slow. It's that slow moving. It's been put back to 7 o'clock tonight, a couple hours north of us. So, yeah, she'll start getting hairy this afternoon and whatever, but we'll be fine down here. It's only a Category 2. We're on the southern side. We'll cop some wind and rain, but Innisfail will be fine, everyone. So I had a lot of stay safe, Buck, and all that. We'll be right, guys. It will be right. It's only a Cat 2, and we're not right in the middle of it. So should be good. As I said, we're well seasoned here. Innisfailians, we've been through a couple of big ones, 06 and 11, and I mean scary big ones. And Cyclone Larry in 2006, guys, Innisfail looked like a nuclear bomb went off for months after it. And you can still see signs on some of the mountains now where some of the trees didn't grow back. It just stripped everything bare. There wasn't a green leaf on a tree anywhere around this area after Larry. It was just incredible to see. What have we got on? 105 on. Are you people working today? Where, or are you at work on your phone? That's what I want to know. Lukey Reed's on. Lucky you're not up here at the moment, Lukey, in far north Queensland. A lot of people up here for Christmas holidays. But, you know, at the end of the day, they're talking to shop owners this morning going, how does this affect you financially? And the shop owners are even going, we'll be back in business in a couple of days. The cyclone will be gone. We'll clean up, back open. Things will be back to normal. And they didn't say it, but during COVID, they went months where they couldn't open because of bloody people had the sniffles and shit. This is just everyone accepts that cyclones are part of life up here. And if you've got to go down to periscope depth for a couple of days and whatever, so be it. That's what happens. Everyone accepts it. It's Mother Nature. It's out of our control. You can just prepare. But when you start getting closed down for months on end, and that really hurt businesses up here more than what a couple of days of a cyclone is going to do. So Chris said, I'm on holidays for 5 weeks. Good stuff, mate. Enjoy them. Make every post a winner. And if you are on Christmas holidays now, everyone, bloody enjoy them, eh? Everyone's had a big year. Kick your feet up and enjoy yourselves. Recharge the batteries and get ready for another big year next year, right? If you're working, I don't have to worry about work. I'm retired now, but if you have been working hard all year, bloody recharge your batteries over Christmas. Enjoy your time with the family. That's what Christmas is all about. Enjoy your time with the family and bloody recharge those batteries. Get the solar panels out and recharge yourself. Gidgey's doing that at the moment, although he's got off to a bad start. Gidgey's down in Airlie Beach at the moment, just by himself. He's coming up to Townsville to see Mum and Nutty and Nongy and the family. And I'll be catching up with him, obviously, while he's up here. But, yeah, he said the weather hasn't been nice. He spent a night in Yeppoon, which was terrible weather, and then he's cracking it for some bad weather down at Airlie Beach in the Whitsundays. But he's still having a good time down there, having a look around Airlie Beach. He said the weather's not good, but it's still beautiful there. Everyone's still out and about. Airlie's way down south of here. What's Airlie? 4 from Townsville to Airlie, or 3.5. 3, probably 6 hours, 7 hours down the road. 6 hours down the road, Airlie Beach. So, yeah. Don't tell Woolworths it's time for the family. We have 1 day off. Yeah, well, there you go. I suppose you've got to get in working at Woolies and that, Steve. They operate, except for Christmas Day, operate all the way through. So I suppose if you do want Christmas off, mate, you've got to apply a long way out. It's a bit like police and corrections. They can only let so many people go at one time. So a lot of the guys that we didn't have kids or our kids were older, we used to work through the Christmas break, and guys that had young families and that, they used to take their Christmas leave, and the single people and older people like me, the kids are all growing up. You want to let the people who have got young kids, you want them to have their Christmas leave so they can spend it with their kids, because a lot of shift workers, they miss out on their kids when they're doing shift work. It was a big thing. So a lot of the people with younger kids, they were the ones who used to like to take their leave around Christmas time. So I guess the same Woolies. You and Annie haven't got young kids, Steve, so you probably prefer to see some people at Woolies there that have got young kids that can spend some time with their kids over Christmas. So anyway, Pete McBurn, I manage a distillery, pretty relaxed working conditions. Pete, I might have to come and see you. If you manage a distillery, I might have to come down and say good day, mate, next time I'm in Townsville. Actually, me and the Gidgy should come around and say good day, mate, when we're both in Townsville. That'd be good to finally catch up and say good day. And thank you for all the support, especially for the Hope in a Suitcase charity, Pete. You did amazing stuff there, mate. We really appreciate what you did there. Hey, Buck, don't forget the Veterans Games on tonight at 7 o'clock on YouTube. Veterans Games. I haven't even heard of that. I know Prince Harry runs a Veterans Games called the, I knew I'd forget the name, Invictus Games. That's what's a different thing. The Veterans Games. I don't know. Have to check that out. Bye, I've got to go. Bob's got to go and have a nana nap, everyone. Bobby, see you, mate. See you later. I'll see you at the Legends Camp next year, mate. Make sure Billy Bob comes along with his false teeth. Lukey Reed saying goodbye to Bob. So, yeah, at the moment, the weather's, I mean, you could go outside and bloody walk around at the moment if you wanted. The thing is, the weather, it's just weird. Everyone's just sitting around waiting for it to get here, and it's not getting here. It's just taking its sweet-ass time. It really is. I don't know if it's going to get any worse than this. Will it get worse than this down here? It's a Cat 2. It's pretty close to the thing. Surely it's got to get worse for us because at the moment, the only bad stuff we had was about 4 o'clock this morning. Lasted half an hour, went away. But anyway, I'm sure it'll get worse this afternoon. What is it? 3:44. So another 3 hours before it crosses up at Wudgel. So I thought we'd be getting belted harder by now. But then again, it's only a Cat 2, a low-end Cat 2. So I guess after you've been through a 4 and a 5, you're probably expecting the real bad stuff, and it hasn't got here yet. But that's a good thing, but the less damage, the better. We don't want damage. We don't want our farmers losing their, and that's the big thing here in Innisfail. The banana farmers, I know Roz's brother works at Visiboard, and the banana farmers were trying to get as many banana cartons so they could box all their bananas. They were trying to get all their bananas off before the cyclone got here. It looks like they might be spared, which is good. Remember, after Cyclone Yasi, 90% of Australia's Cavendish bananas come from Tully, Innisfail area, the Cassowary Coast. And bananas were up to, $15 a kilo or something after Yasi because you just couldn't get them. So luckily, we're not going to be losing all our banana crops. There are some bananas up around Lakeland. They might cop a bit of a battering up there. There are banana farms up around Lakeland near Cooktown, just north of Cooktown. So they might get smashed, but the majority of the bananas are down here around Tully, Innisfail, and up on the Atherton Tablelands around Mareeba. So thank goodness we don't want that. And all the cane's been harvested now. So this is probably good. Got some nice rain for the new cane. The cane's been harvested, so we're not going to lose the cane. So we've been pretty lucky. Stay safe. Yeah, Marky, yeah, we'll be right, mate, here. I don't think we're going to have any problems whatsoever. We'll just lock the windows up. I've put all my pot plants and anything that can fly around the yards in the shed, mate. The shed's barricaded with the cars. The cars are inside. Got the camper trailer out there with the water tanks full and the fridge running. Steve's old camper, she's out there ready to go because I thought if we lose power, we've at least got a fridge already running. I've got battery boxes and camping fridges so we can keep our stuff cold. I've got a plan in place. If you live up here, you've got to have a cyclone plan, and I've got one and haven't had to use it yet. I've still got power. I'm sitting here doing a live feed, so everything's pretty good. And as you can see out the window, it's a little bit blowy, but it's certainly, I've got the window open at the moment. We haven't had to close the window or anything. 4 o'clock this morning we did. She was belting in, but it settled down again. Quick question, Buck, from Joe King. For future reference, for grey nomads, how far inland should you go to be safe? if you get a bad cyclone, they can punch hundreds of kilometres inland and still be a Category 1. Like Cyclone Larry tore a path of destruction straight up the Atherton tableland and smashed Atherton. Atherton's an hour inland. It still smashed Atherton and that. So they can go a fair bit inland. This one here will go across as a Cat 2. It'll go down to a 1 very quickly and then probably go across. So you can be right inland and you're still going to get belted by rain and all that type of stuff. So, probably rain's going to be the biggest thing. But don't think that they just hit the coastline and then they die on the arse. They do. But if you get a big one like a Cat 4 or a 5, go into Google and put in Cyclone Larry or Cyclone Yasi tracking map, and you'll see how far they still punch inland. And they get almost across to the other side of Cape York on the pointy bit of Queensland. And they'll get right across the other side before they fizzle down into a tropical low. So, yeah, the big ones can go hundreds of kilometres inland before they fizzle right out. They'll still be dumping a lot of rain, but best thing to do, you got a Cat 5 and she's coming across, just go south. Get right out of it. So, yeah. Are they still saying 500 mil of rain? Not so much down here. We were, when it first started, they were going, Innisfail and Tully could get up to 2.5 metres of rain. Then it went down to over a metre of rain. Now it was down to 400 mil. We don't know. We're going to get a lot of rain when it crosses, but 500 mil, Innisfail can handle 500 mil. We get that quite regularly here. This place is kitted up to take heavy rains, tropical far north Queensland, and it drains off very quick. It can be pissing down rain here, and 2 hours when it stops, I can get out and mow the lawn. It drains off very quickly. So it's getting crowded here in the bay. Okay. Robin Green saying Harvey Bay's getting very crowded now for Christmas. Mike Blakely's on over in the Colorado. G'day, Mike. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. Hopefully, not too long, mate. You'll get your patch kit soon. Hopefully, I'll start getting a few messages from Mike and Johnny Wilcox there in West Virginia, Slacking up in Canada, Steve W. and Andy Wilkes in the UK, and also Phil Webber over the ditch in New Zealand. I've sent them over a patch kit. So hopefully, and if Steve Wilkes, if you've seen this, did I say Andy Wilkes? Andy Riches, I think I meant to say. Steve Wilkes in Mexico. If you see this, mate, get me your current address, please, so I can send you. I think Mike Blakely saying he's going good there in Colorado. Good stuff, mate. Phil McCaver, right, I'm off. I've got two. Phil said I've got 2 M1 Abrams tanks to service and clean. Have fun on them, mate. Get into it. The old M1A1. We're still getting the new bloody SEP 3 Abrams. I think we're still getting another 75 of them or something, aren't we, Australia? Buying the new Abrams off the Yanks, which will be good. Who else we got here that ever? Chrissy Krug, g'day, mate. Hope you're keeping safe. Yes, we are, mate. Everything's good up here at the moment. As I said, 7 o'clock tonight, they reckon she's going to cross around Wudja, which is a couple of hours north of us. So, but at the moment, it's no more than just a windy, shitty old day, really. We're pretty lucky so far. So we might get out of this unscathed, guys, which is good. We certainly didn't want to. We don't want to sit here and go, oh, we've just been smacked and there's trees down. I'd rather get up tomorrow morning and go, right, cars are out of the shed. Let's put all the plants and everything back out and let's get back to normal. Shops are open and I need the post office to open. So I've got 4 more patch kits here to go. All right, Kenny Schaefer, if you're watching, your patch kit's there stamped up. That'll be dropped in the mailbox. Tony Graham, yours is there. I just did yours up. Thanks, mate. And I had a couple there, guys, that I had money in the account for the patches, but I didn't receive an email. I don't know what's happened there, and I did a kind of a cross-reference. So John Tyson and John Williams, don't panic, fellas. I think John Tyson sent and said, Buck, I ordered them a couple of weeks ago. Haven't got them yet. Didn't see an email come through from you, mate, but I did get your money. And when I did a cross-check, so
Yours aren't stamped up, and as soon as the post office opens, guys, I'm going to be in there and I'm going to express post yours because I missed, for some reason, your emails didn't get through to my email address. I'm not sure. John Williams and John Tyson, yours will be express posted. And Tony Graham and Kenny Schaefer, I got your orders this morning. Yours are stamped up and be going in the mailbox. We have, speaking of the patches, guys, the Mr. Buckaroony patches, we've cracked 3,000 now. We're nearly up to I think it's 3,070. We're nearly up to 3,100, which is just total profit. Me and Gidgey have got our costs for the patches back. We're covering the cost of the postage. So that's our contribution there. So we've got 3,100 or nearly 3,100 sheer profit now for the Legends charities. I've got, I think, after Kenny Schaefer's patch kit, I think I've got 39 patch kits left, guys. Maybe 40, because I've got a couple put aside for the Christmas giveaway as well. So if you haven't got one of them patch kits, email me at p.rogers65 Big Pond. I've only got 39 patch kits left. That's it. I won't be getting any more. This is like a one-off thing just for charity. So if you don't have a Mr. Buckaroony patch kit, if you haven't seen it, there might be some new people on. I'll give them a plug. Stand by. I've got a couple put aside here. One's for my son Phil to put in his Hilux, and the other one's for my nephew Nutty, who's getting a new Ford Raptor in next month, at the end of January. Gidgey's son Nutty is getting a brand new Ford Raptor, a blue one. I'm looking forward to that. Have to do a review on that one. Take it for a test drive. What do you reckon, everyone? So I've got a couple of patch kits here I want to give my son and Nutty for Christmas. So if you haven't seen them, bear with me, guys. It's wearing thin, I know. Beautiful embroidered patches, these three. The Buckaroony. And Ken, my brother, the Gidgey Gorilla. Really good quality patches. There's another Gidgey Gorilla. Everyone's been sending photos in. They look really good up on the roof line in your car, or on your dash mat, on your drawer system in your four-wheel drive. So, Mike Blakely, these will be getting to you soon, mate. And the star of the show, everyone. He's not embroidered. That's a printed one. Rafa the dog. All Velcro backed. So you can stick them on. Anything Velcro will stick on. Carpet, felt, that'll stick on there. So there's Rafa. And I'll tell you what, that patch kit, when you put it up on the thing, it looks really good. As I said, we've got our costs back now. So $35 for a set of 4. That includes postage. Okay, so that includes your postage, guys. And you get a set of 4 patches. They look really good. And all $35 goes to that charity. And it's building up quick. It wasn't long ago. It was only a week and a bit ago. I said, we just made $2,500, guys. And then last night, it hit $3,000. So absolutely fantastic to everyone who's bought a patch kit. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's all going to charity, not going into my pocket. It's all going to charity for the Legends of Charity, for their 2 charities they're supporting, Southern Arc Downs Animal Rescue Shelter and RACQ Care Flight. So the big one there. Chrissy Anderson, hey, Buck, I'll take another patch kit from Chrissy Anderson. All right, Chris, as soon as I get off this computer after this live feed, yours will be going into an envelope, another patch kit, and I'll send it down to you, mate. Thank you. So there's another $35 straight into that. You know what? 3 patch. I get an order for 3 patch kits. 3 patch kits. There's another $105 on top of that total I'm talking about. So yeah, there's only about 39 left now. 38 left now. Chrissy's just sent us another order through. So if you haven't got one, because I don't think we'll be getting any more, these will be like a one-off buy. So we'll get in, we'll sell them, and that's it. You'll have a Buckaroony patch kit, which will be absolutely fantastic. Who's that, buddy? Mike Blakely saying g'day to Lukey Reed. Jamie Fulton, received our patches on Monday. Good stuff. If there is anyone out there that has not received their patch kit and you're thinking, Buck, I should have had them by now, please send me an email. Everyone, please send me an email and I'll look into it for you, okay? Because I did have 2 people that gave me the money, but I didn't receive your emails. And it wasn't until I got an email off John Tyson, I think it was. And then I did another cross-check yesterday of everyone who's I got an email from. And then I crossed them off on the money received. And there was someone else there, John, I forget who it was now, John someone. And I thought, oh, bloody, I haven't got a patch kit for him, but I've got his money. So luckily on his reference of his payment, he had his name and address. So I've put them in an envelope and I will express post them because he ordered them a little while ago. So he's probably sitting back going, bloody hell, Buck, where's my patch kit? But I'll express it down. So, but everyone else seems to have got theirs. If you are out there and you're concerned that your patch kit did not make it, Pete McMurtry got on to me. He said, Buck, it's been 2 weeks, haven't got my patch kit. He lives 3 hours down the road. The patch kit went via bloody Mexico, I think, but it finally got to him. They're only on the slow boat to China. There's no tracking. They're not express guys. It's just normal snail mail. That's probably why they're taking a bit longer to get to you, because to do them express, the cost's just too much. You know what Australia Post's like. So, yeah. You might need to save a kid for the new grandkid, Buck, a patch kit. Yeah. Yeah, for Lauren and Buzzy's young one. I know Roz's grandkids have all got, Roz has got a little parcel out there she gives the grandkids, and they've got a buckaroony patch and a little Rafa patch in their kit already, and obviously there'll be some more presents going in there. So Roz's grandkids are all getting a little Rafa. I know little Meadow, she used to love Rafa. She bloody everything to do with Rafa. I think that was the first word Meadow could say was Rafa, not mum or dad. Rafa was the first word out of her mouth because she used to see his little posters and that everywhere when she come here, and she'd go, Rafa. And so she'll be getting a little Rafa for Christmas too, little Meadow, who turned 3 the other day. Gee, time goes quick, doesn't it? Little Meadow turned 3. What day is your Christmas live chat, Paulie? Do not know, mate. It won't be too far away. Gidgey he'll be in Townsville tomorrow. I've got to get this out of the way, the cyclone out of the way, get back to normal, mate, and then Gidgey, organise for Gidgey to come up for an overnight at Innisfail. I'd like to do it here in Innisfail if I could, and we're going to do a prize giveaway. So make sure you tune in for that live feed, the Christmas giveaway. We got some fantastic prizes, everyone. Some fantastic prizes. Some of them. One of the main prizes is going to be one of Gidgey Gorilla's beautiful handmade resin cheese boards. It's stunning. It really is. Couple of Rafa Terry G, couple of Rafa chopping boards. I haven't even got one myself. These are the only 2 Rafa Terry G beautiful handmade boards with Rafa on the front. Rafa the dog. 2 of those. There's a Mr. Buckaroony one, chopping board. Beautiful wooden ones, handmade by Terry G, handcrafted by Terry G, I should say. What else we got? There might be some Yeti cups in there. What else is there? Some kick-ass stuff. Hang on. Saw Rob the Wanderers the other day. People were going ape shit over Yetis. So I thought I'll get some. His and her drink bottle, kids' drink bottle, pink and blue. That'll be one prize. And the other one is these ones here. These Yetis, you can put a stubby or a can or a drink can in there. Really good. But I also got the lid that goes on them, clips on, and you can turn it into a coffee cup as well. And there's a pink one. His and hers is a pink and a green one there. So there's 2 prizes. What else we got? Oh, lots of good stuff here. Thanks to Kick-Ass. How good is Kick-Ass? Here's another prize, another giveaway prize, a Kick-Ass large and small torch. These are the best camping torches on the market, guys. And we've got 2 small and 2 large in the house here that we take camping with us. We've got them fully charged up, and they're our emergency torches for if we lose power during the cyclone. So we got 4 of them ready to go. Our older ones, these are the new models, and they can also be used as battery banks to charge your phone in an emergency too. They're also a power bank. So that's one prize, a small and a large Kick-Ass torch. And the other Kick-Ass prize is a large torch and a 20,000 milliamp, I think it is, power bank for charging your phones and all that. So that's another prize. A torch and a power bank, Kick-Ass. you're wondering, Buck, how do you get them? I'll be honest, I reviewed an item the other day, and it was their 12-volt toasted sandwich jaffle maker. And I wasn't impressed with it, guys. I got on to Clayton and that about it and said, mate, I've got to give you some honest feedback on this. And Clayton got on to me. This, if you did a review for some people, I bought that toasted sandwich maker myself out of my own money. I thought, this will be good. Chewed a lot of power. Did the job. Don't get me wrong, did the job, but just it had a lot of flaws. I wasn't convinced with it, guys, and it was not an item I could put my hand on my heart. So I got on to Clayton, and Clayton got back to me. He rang me up from China. Clayton rang me up from China and said, I thought Clayton, he might get the shits over this. He rang me up and said, Buck, thank you so much. He said, I need honest feedback. He said, I appreciate honest feedback. He said, my company's called Kick-Ass. And he said, if the items aren't kick-ass, I want to know about it. And he said, thank you so much. And he put me on to one of his guys there. And they said, Buck, thank you so much for your feedback. We're taking it on board, blah, 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 blah. And they said, we want to send you a couple of things out. I said, no, I don't want anything out of you. I'm just giving you some honest feedback. They said, no, we really appreciate it. So they sent me those items. And although I'm not keeping them myself, they're going to be prize giveaways. So thank you to Kick-Ass. What a great company. And isn't it good to see a company that if you do give them some constructive criticism on one of their items, most of their items is brilliant. They're really good. They take it on board, guys. And Clayton said, Buck, I've got signs all around Kick-Ass, and it says, is our gear Kick-Ass? Like, if it's not, then I don't want to put the Kick-Ass label on it. And Clayton's over at his factory at the moment. He's over there doing quality control. And Clayton actually goes over there with Ella, his wife, and they actually go into the factory and they bloody, instead of just importing everything and, you know what I mean? Clayton actually goes over there and makes sure that the quality that's coming out with Kick-Ass on it is Kick-Ass quality. And good on him for that. Isn't it good to see a company doing that? So some great Kick-Ass prizes there as part of the thing. But the big ones will be the chopping boards, Terry G's chopping boards. Gidgey caught up with Terry G just outside Harvey Bay the other day on his way north. Terry met him out on the highway at Torbenlee, a little place outside Harvey Bay, and gave him the chopping boards. I think there's 2 Rafa chopping boards and a Mr. Buckaroony chopping board, and Gidgey's also got one of his beautiful resin cheap. Tom Rawlings. Hi, Buck from Gawler, South Australia. Gail and Tom, good to see you there. Yeah, you got your patch kit the other day, which was good to see. Swag and Sisters, good stuff. You've got a couple of patch kits. Couldn't send you one. Had to send you one for Kenzie and Rory. So you've got 2 on the way. How does Rafa go in store? Rafa is a silk. He's all right in the wind and here we go. I think I just got another patch kit order. I missed it. I blinked too quick. I think another patch order just come through. Good stuff, whoever that was. Rafa's terrible in the thunder. If there's loud thunder, Rafa's terrified. He actually just trembles with fear, which a lot of dogs do. He's no good in thunderstorms, girls. He's bloody terrible. And he just sits there at Roz's feet and trembles. And you try and pick him up, and he wants to get away from you, but he won't leave your side. As soon as he hears thunder, he shits bricks. Kick-Ass. Phil the Maniac's on, everyone. Phil's Camping Reviews, guys. That's Phil the Maniac. Kick-Ass is a company that's going to move forward. Absolutely, Phil. They've been moving forward for many years now. And some good news. I've spoke to Clayton when he rang me from China the other day. So there you go. Eric, I think that was Eric Walker. I just saw something come up. It looks like Eric Walker has sent $38. You don't need to send the extra $3 for postage, guys. $35 is fine. But if you do, that $38, I don't take $3 out of that for postage. That whole $38, Eric, if you're watching, mate, that whole $38 will be going to the charity, mate. Well done. Thank you so much. What was I talking about? Yeah, no, Clayton's a bloody... I've met him several times in real life, guys. He is a very, very nice man. He's a really good... And his wife, Ella, is bloody wonderful herself. They got a little baby now and a little kid. Wonderful couple. Clayton is so passionate about what he does. And if you could have seen, for those guys who were at the drifter camp up at Bluff Creek a couple of years ago, Clayton was there. And we're sitting around the fire one night. Clayton had his guitar out. And then Clayton went serious mode for a while. And he said, guys, I'm going to bring a power box out, a 12-volt power box. And I remember there was Rob Richmond, Jack Turtle, me. There was a heap of people around the campfire. And Clayton was going, what does this power box need on it? And everyone's going, at least 2 Anderson plugs, at least 3 of these, at least 5 US. But well, guess what? There's a kick-ass power box out now a couple of years down the track, and it's an absolute beauty. A 12-volt, think of a double adapter, but it's a 12-volt kick-ass power box. Very, very good. And that all come out from Clayton sitting around a campfire with all us diddly donks and getting input. And that's what he does. And the person who first ever showed me one of these torches, guys, not a flashlight, a torch, was Phil the Maniac. Where were we, Phil? Phil had one. I forget where it was, Phil. You were at one of the camp ups and you had that torch. He said, oh, these kick-ass torches are really good. I got a couple myself, and I'll tell you what they are. They are very, very good. And I'll tell you what, they're reasonably priced as well, everyone. They really are. You can buy them as a kit, a large and a small, or you can buy the large by itself or the small by itself. But cheaper to buy it as a kit. Have one in your house and one in your car. Fantastic for if you have a flat tire at night. They've got magnets on them too, so you can stick it above the wheel of your car, shining down, and it frees both your hands up. It's like having a head torch, I guess. Frees both your hands up so you can change your wheel at night. They're waterproof. I've had them underwater, physically underwater, when I was doing some work here once. I couldn't see what I was doing. It was flooding, and I actually had it. They're fully waterproof. They are brilliant, and they take a long time to charge up, but they last a long time too. They last a hell of a long time, and they can be used as a power bank to charge your phones up. They're very, very good. Kenzie's exactly the same as Rafa. Can't wait for the patches. Good stuff. Yeah, Kenzie, what a beautiful little doggy she is. You'll get to see Kenzie, or Rafa's looking forward to seeing Kenzie. If you don't know, Kenzie and Rory are the 2 dogs at the Swaggin sisters. Rafa loves Kenzie. She's a beautiful little dog. Absolutely beautiful. Rafa's madly in love with her. Rory gets jealous. Every time Rory sees Rafa go near Kenzie, Rory starts howling and barking, and he gets jealous of Rafa going near Kenzie. It's funny to see. I'll try and get it on camera for you next year in Warwick, guys. The Swaggins will be there, no doubt. And Rafa will get to see Kenzie again. But they really hit it off, Kenzie. Imagine if they had puppies together. Imagine if Rafa and Kenzie had puppies. I'll tell you what, they would be beautiful. Can't anymore. Rafa said, Mum, snip me nuts off. Got me nuts snipped off. He said, I can't have babies anymore. It's not fair. But I always thought about that. I'd love to have seen Rafa Kenzie puppies. How good would that have been? They would have been beautiful. Jack Russell, Silky Terrier, little mini, blue cattle dog looking things. They would have been specky little pups. Yeah, that's right. I remember that, Phil, and I would never have, I would have probably found out about them, no doubt. But, yeah, the first time I saw one of those kick-ass torches was Phil the Maniac. And what got me is they do the police lights, the blue and red flashing light. So you can put them on your dashboard of your car and pull people over. Don't ever do that, anyone. Don't ever do that. But the new ones, these black ones, these are the new brand. Rather than just going flashing red and blue, which these still do, they've also got solid red and solid blue light. The solid blue lights are great for inside your swag or your rooftop tent and that. It's a nice soft light. So if you want light at night, but nothing too bright and it's not going to attract the bugs, you can put it on solid blue, which is good about the new black ones. I had the old blue one, which only have flashing blue and red, didn't have the solid blue, but these ones do. Really good lights, guys. Highly recommend them. Kenzie is a mini foxy blue cattle dog cross, and she's an absolute beautiful little dog, Kenzie. Rafa loves her. He said, Kenzie's my favourite. Yeah, so anyway, I've just about run out of things to say. I know you'll probably find that hard to believe. We've got 133 on a Wednesday afternoon.
Can you believe that? Hope you're all doing well, everyone, wherever you are. We're going well. I'm getting a lot of messages going, stay safe, Buck. Hope you're all right. We really appreciate you thinking of us, guys, but we're fine. And I'm confident we're gonna do it easy down here, which is good. We certainly didn't want to get smacked with a big cyclone. Nobody does. And to anyone up north, Tony and Taryn and the boys there from Aussie Campfire Kitchens up at Wonga Beach, they're up there. It's going to be a Category 2, so it's still going to have some punch to it. It's still going to have some pretty high winds. Category 2 can still take roofs and all that stuff off. There's already trees down in Port Douglas. I've seen a big tree down in the main street there. So it's going to be a high tide. The beach is all going to be eroded. At Palm Cove there, I reckon tonight the waves will be cracking up over the Esplanade again. So it's still going to cause a bit of damage. But yes, it is, Mike. It's going to be a couple of hours north of us, mate. So we'll still get some strong winds and all that. Hey, Buck, can I order a set of patches? Someone called Graham just ordered a set of patches. So I think I've sold 3 sets of patches since I've been sitting here. And there's another $105, everyone. $105 straight into the charity. Great stuff. Yeah. Mike, let me know when yours arrive in the States, please, mate. That'll be really good to... the 300-watt lightweight solar panel they gave me performs as it did when it was new. Mine too. I got a 200-watt kick-ass set of solar panels, Phil. Very, very, very good solar panels. Kicker, all their gear. All their gear is very good. And I gave them some honest feedback the other day on one of their items. And, you know, instead of... I've had other companies, if you criticise them, guys, they get the shits with you. Not Clayton. He rang me from China and said, thanks, Buck. He goes, I want to know if my gear's not kick-ass, I want to know about it. I don't want people pissing in my pocket. I want to know about it. Isn't that good to see? A bloke who owns a company and takes on some constructive criticism, and he'll go away now and he'll make that item even better because it's not kick-ass. So good stuff. That's what you want. Bloody... I got a thing from YouTube yesterday saying, oh, Buck, you can now monetize your channel. So I've done that, everyone. So I know it's a pain in the ass. You'll probably see some ads. I won't monetize my live feeds. I go no for that because I know having ads pop up on live feeds is a pain in the ass. It really is. But me cook-ups and any other sort of reviews I may do next year will have things. So I might make a few bucks, not a lot because I'm starting off again. But that money can go towards, I don't know, buying things for prize giveaways and all that type of stuff. Peter Kayla, hope everything's okay tonight. Yeah, we'll be right, mate. So everyone up in Woodja, Wonga Beach, Aussie Campfire Kitchens, all that type of stuff. Anyone up in Port Douglas, Northern Beaches of Cairns, good luck to you guys. It's a Cat 2, so it's nothing to sneeze at. But as I said, I'm just waiting for it any minute now to start really picking up down here, but it just hasn't happened yet. 4 o'clock this morning, she got a bit wild and woolly, but it's been okay today. We've had some big squally showers and that come through and big gusts of wind, and you see the trees go, and then it settles down again. Like I could walk out. It's drizzling rain, but I could go outside now and walk around. No worries at all. Phil's camping reviews. How much do you pay for that, Phil? YouTube Premium. I've been thinking about that as well. Because if you pay YouTube Premium, the person doing the YouTube clip still gets a little cut of a couple of cents out of that if you pay. So, but you don't get to see the ads. So how much do you pay for that, Phil? I'm not quite sure how much that costs. One thing I won't be doing, guys, is putting up all this bloody donation buttons and Patreon and super stickers and all this type of stuff so people can go on and donate. I'll never do that on my thing. I just, if I ever ask for money, it's always for charity, and I do it the good old-fashioned way. Email me and with your name and that, and I bloody send stuff out to you. I just do things the old-fashioned way. It works. It worked with all my shirts and all that, and didn't have too many problems. So $14.95 a month, Dave 200 said. $14.95. If you watch a lot of YouTube, which a lot of people do, it's probably worth it, $15 a month to watch YouTube. Let's face it, everyone watches YouTube now. Not many people watch TV. So maybe it is worth it. Maybe if you watch a lot of YouTube, not to get the ads. But the people making the clips still get a little bit of money back, which is good to know. Now, Ronald Vanderland. That's not you, Rodney, is it? My old sergeant in the police was Rod Vanderland. YouTube is $16.99 per month. That's Ronald Vanderland. That's not Rod Vanderland, is it? I don't think it is. My old boss, who I still keep in touch with now, he lives here in Innisfail, my old police sergeant, is Rod Vanderland. There you go. I thought that when I saw your name, mate, I thought it might have been Rod on watching. Yeah, rather watch YouTube than normal TV. You know, I was saying, always said I get an itchy nose during live feeds. Today's no different. Talking about the comedies the other day, you know, like in the old days, we used to watch the 70s, the 80s, and even the early 90s. Some really good comedies on TV that everyone used to love watching. You don't get any of that anymore on TV. It's all reality bullshit. Like TV, and I agree, most people on here will agree, TV is just not worth watching anymore. I watch the news and a few other things, Bold and the Beautiful. But there's not much else on there. I know Ros likes watching her what do they call it? Reality TV. Ros likes that type of stuff. Some people do. I don't. I prefer to get on here. And before I come live, I was watching Andrew St. Pierre White from 4X Overland. He was doing a review on all different power boxes. I haven't finished watching it yet. So I'll go back on and watch Andrew. I'll go back on and watch Braden from 4x4 Camping and Adventures, who sold his Y62 Patrol, and he's now got a Ford Ranger, 2-litre Ford Ranger. So, Mike, see you, mate. It's Mike must be going to bed now. Good on you, Mike. Thanks, mate. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Glennie J, Fox Sports about it for me, yeah. Hey, Mike, how good are the 49ers going, mate? They're looking good this year in the NFL. They're looking like the team to beat, but a bit early to be saying they're going to win the big one yet. Still a long way to go. Massive shout out. Here's Chrissy Anderson saying, massive shout out to Brett from SMG, who rang me the other day and sorted me out with a few things. Top bloke in business. Yeah, absolutely. And he's another guy, if you've got a problem, Brett will get onto it and sort it out straight away. Yeah, absolutely. He's a top bloke and runs a good business. I don't deal with Brett much anymore because a lot of my shirts and that are all over. But when I did, he was very, very good and very helpful. And I know he's been very helpful and that to the legends doing their stuff as well, doing their shirts. Very good company to deal with, guys. If you need any merch made, if you've got a company or a four-wheel drive club and you need any shirts or stubby coolers, stuff like that, get on to Brett at SMG Sports and deal through him because he is very good to deal through. Absolutely. Jeff's Travel said, I've subscribed to Veterans Games. Looks awesome. Well, I might check that out, Jeff. As soon as I get off here, I'll go to Veterans Games and I might check that out myself because it's something I've never heard of, I must admit. Yeah, Mike Blakely, good night, mate. Have a good sleep over there in Colorado. Hope all's well over there. Go the Brisbane Heat. Ross, I must admit, I don't get into this 2020 cricket, mate. I've lost interest in cricket now. I used to be a cricket fanatic as a young fella. Cricket fanatic. And I just can't get into it anymore. I've lost... After the sandpaper scandal, I've just lost all interest in Australian cricketing. Oh, that was a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. That sandpaper scandal was up there with the underarm bowl from Trevor Chappell that his brother Greg Chappell made him do against the Kiwis. Kiwis have never forgotten us for that, and I don't blame them. That was embarrassing. So, yeah, don't get into this 2020 cricket. Something about the bats now. The fields are smaller. The bats are like super springy. You just see them doing this stuff, and they're going for 6 now. You used to have to tonk it pretty hard to make it go for 6. The bats have come a long way in the last 20 years. The cricket bats, they must have bloody bionic springs or something in them because they don't have to hit that ball hard anymore to make it fly over the fence. I'd love to see a YouTube thing about the evolution of the cricket bat. I reckon that'd be a very interesting topic. It really would. I'm seeing Michael from Parter's Day Off. Nice buckaroony shirt, sort of Aboriginal design. Look great. Michael from Parter's has a nice buckaroony shirt. Yeah, we did an Indigenous for the Townsville Chiefs, Lorna. That was for the Townsville Chiefs. Roz and I sponsored the Townsville Chiefs Indigenous strip. And
we've done two. The Townsville Chiefs Indigenous shirt, which looks really good. And we also sponsored a rugby league team down in northern New South Wales called Gumarai Connections. And we were the major sponsor of their jersey, which was a beautiful. I've still got one of their T-shirts in there. Beautiful Aboriginal design polo shirt, and Mr. Buckaroony was the main sponsor. So we've sponsored two Indigenous shirts now with the Mr. Buckaroony logo on. It looks really good. Yeah, G60 Patrol saying that the bats, yeah, they are. They look a lot thicker now, and they're lighter, and they're springier. Craig Tompkinson said, Tonk is my nickname. I used to work with a diddly donk at the prison. Toddy Schloss, his name. Todd, we used to call him Tonky. And he was, don't tell him, but he was a very good batsman in cricket. He used to play A-grade cricket in Townsville, and he was an opening batsman, and it was a very, very good batsman. And every now and then he'd get 100. Who's that? Scott at something. I just saw your name come up. Might have been another patch kit order. Toddy would come in and score 100 on the weekend for one of the A-grade Townsville teams, and he'd come in, I got 100. But if he ever got a duck, which is, if you're still on, which is 0, when you get out for a duck means you've got no runs, we used to give him heaps. And Tonky, we used to call him, Tonky Schloss. I've taken the piss out of him on a few of my clips, Tonky Schloss, and he's down there. Good bloke, going to meet up with Tonky. He's playing for the Townsville Chiefs at the Masters Rugby League on the Gold Coast next year, guys. I'm going to be down there running the water for the Townsville Chiefs 7th and 8th of March on the Gold Coast. So if you're doing nothing, come to the games and say g'day. You'll see me running the magic sponge and the bloody the water bottles. Rain's just starting to come down a bit heavier now. Another one of them big showers coming through. Yeah, it's starting to come down nice and heavy now. So I'm tipping any time from now on. Cyclone's passing a couple hours north of us at 7 o'clock tonight, guys, in 3 hours' time, 2.5 hours' time. So I don't know, maybe now is the time where she starts kicking up a notch. I'm certainly expecting it anyway, because I've been sitting here all day waiting for it, and it hasn't arrived yet. Yeah, hey Steve, did you see me Facebook post? I got a thing from YouTube saying your best clip was the snake clip, which I knew about, catching those two bloody snakes in the shed the other night, a couple of months ago, those two night tigers, and which was bloody comedy, Kate. It looked like Russell Coit trying to catch snakes. And the best live feed I've done, Steve, was the one with you, mate, talking about the camper trailer. Was my best live feed. I'll tell you what, I reckon my best live feed next year going to be the one with Clayton from Kick-Ass, guys. I know Clayton's keen to do a live feed with me and talk all about Kick-Ass and how Kick-Ass came about and how he came up and created his own very successful business here in Australia, which is good. You'll probably get patches of heavy rain in intervals. We've had them here. Yeah, okay. No worry, Glennie J saying that. Yeah, we have, mate. We've had, the rain has been coming in patches, and everyone's been saying that it's coming in patches, and there's another word for it, not patches, in bands of rain. It must be the way the cyclone goes. It brings the wind and the rain in bands. But, yeah, rain's coming down nice and heavy now. So, yeah, she might be starting to kick in a notch, which is good. Snake clip went viral. Yeah, I know, mate. And you know what? I just heard a crash out in the shed. Went out there and I said, Jamil, grab the camera. We'll film this. And I'm glad I did now, because I think it's had 14,000 views or something. Me catching those two bloody. We had two, not one. There was two in there. I think it was a male and a female. Relocated them down near the river. And I haven't seen another one in there yet, so which is good. I'll tell you what, another one. Little sunbirds we get up here. Little beautiful green and yellow birds. They're called sunbirds. And he had a nest in there. Anyway, his baby flew the nest the other day, and which was good. The nest was just about buggered. I had to keep the nest together with zip ties, because I saw the baby in there and he wasn't ready to fly, but he got out the other day. Mum and Dad come and got him, and he's left the nest. So what I did, I went on eBay and I typed in bird's nest, and there's little artificial hummingbird nests with a little hole in the front, the same as what the sunbirds use. So I'm going to hang a couple of them up in the shed
And hopefully now the sunbirds don't have to make their own nest. Hopefully they'll have this already made artificial nest, which will be a lot stronger, and they can start nesting in there because they're beautiful little birds, little green and yellow sunbirds. Absolutely stunning little birds. They'll be out there in this rain and that at the moment, but they'll probably be hiding somewhere. Hopefully they'll be okay. Palm trees look calm, yeah. Bit of rain. There's no wind. The wind's gone at the moment. But the wind comes in bursts, as I said. But when it does pick up, like 4 o'clock this morning, I thought, here she is. It was bloody coming in sideways, the rain. We had to close all the windows and that up. Only lasted half an hour. It's been like this all day. On, off, on, off, on, off. But I'm tipping up she'll start cranking up soon because I think at 7 o'clock tonight she crosses the coast at Wudjil, just about 2.5 hours north of us, guys. So it's only a Cat 2. If it was a Cat 4 or 5, I don't think I'd be sitting here talking to you right now. We'd be without power and we'd be battening down the hatches for sure. Shane Harmer, no sign of any submarines in Onslow. Well, there you go. I think you ordered the bloody patch kit off me the other day over there, mate. It's on the slow boat to China, mate. It's in snail mail, so it'll take a little while to get to you over there. I'd love 2 or 3 of their 300-watt solar blankets, but they're around $800 each. Yeah, I know. It's like anything. You pay for it if you get the real cheap stuff. Mind you, I got a little 120-watt Ridge Rider solar blanket that was given to me by Super Cheap Auto years ago. It only pumps out 5-6 watts on a sunny day, but it's more than what your fridge pulls. So if you put your solar blanket out during the day and it's a nice sunny day, that solar blanket's punching more power in than what the angle, way more power than what the angle fridge is pulling in there. So even the sunbirds have their nest right near my camp up here at Cape Pennyfather. There you go. They're beautiful little birds, aren't they? They really are. Onslow boat to China. Yeah. The Onslow boat to China. No, she'll get over to you, mate. It'll make it. Phil said that those solar blankets were on sale for $500. Yeah, get on there because I noticed one of their little power supply things was $3.99, and then you look the next day and it's down to $2.99. So keep your eye on the website because they do have sales, and I think that's you strike when they're having their sales, and you can get a couple $100 off your stuff, which is good on the kickass.com.au. Get on there; they've got some good stuff. And if you want a really good little 12-volt power board that plugs in via a Anderson plug, so if you've already got a battery box, you can plug it into the Anderson plug, and it gives you extra Anderson plugs, heaps of USB, quick charge USBs, USB-Cs, and your normal 12-volt cigarette connectors. It's like a 12-volt power board. Really, really good. You can soft mount it just plugging it in, or you can hard mount it if you've got a canopy or something. You can hard mount it in as well. So everything's at your fingertips. You want to plug your fridge in or plug your camera gear in, your GoPro to charge up. Everything's nice and handy in the back of your vehicle. Really good. Yeah, well, anyway, there you go. I might go and have a, 4:30? It might be time for a beer, guys. I didn't realise it was that late. Anyway, thank you. What I'll do now, I'll stop jibber-jabbering. We're going all right here. There you go. You see it out there? Another beam just come through. Wind's starting to pick up. It does. It comes through, then it goes and comes through and goes. So I'm tipping as the beams come through now, they should start getting stronger. One would think it's up to a category 2 now, and it's getting closer to shore. So we should see this starting to pick up now. We'll let you know how we go. We're going to be fine here. Palms are moving now. Yeah, just a bit of wind started to pick up, mate, but it's no worse than a normal bloody windy, rainy day here in Innisfail for us. So I think we've dodged the bullet, which is good. And I don't really care about myself, guys, but I knew I was well prepared. I was worried about the banana farmers. I thought, oh, don't tell me they're going to lose their banana crops again, because that doesn't just affect banana farmers. It affects this town, this region, and affects the state. It affects everyone because bananas are a big thing. And if anyone remembers Cyclone Yasi in 2011, remember how dear bananas got after that. It was ridiculous. And it takes them 12 months to get their banana crops back up and running to where they were. So
We're not going to lose a lot of banana crops in this latest cyclone. But, hey, it's only early. We could get another big one later in. So we're always ready for it. So anyone up north, good luck, guys. Batten down the hatches, stick it out, and hopefully tomorrow sometime we'll start a cleanup and everything will be. I know across the road there are a lot of branches and leaves and that down outside the house. So there'll be a cleanup. Get the rake out, get the mower out, get everything back out of the shed. A day or so, we'll be back to normal and we'll be right. I know further north, they'll probably have a bit more of a cleanup up there, Port Douglas and that. But everyone knows what to do. Everyone's prepared and we'll get through it. It's only a little one, Cat 2. If it was a 3 or above, it'd be a different story because when you get up to 3, they become a severe tropical cyclone. And that's when you start losing bloody roofs off houses and all that type of stuff. This one's going to be a low Cat 2 apparently. So looks like we've dodged a bullet. All right, everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in. I've been on 1 hour and 5. Beauty, 137 on. To everyone who's ordered a patch kit, thank you so much. It's been a huge success. It's not over yet. We're still getting them. So if you haven't got a patch kit, get on and get one. They look good. And we're supporting a great charity. And keep your ears to my Facebook page, Mr. Buckaroony. And as soon as me and Gidgy get our heads together, we'll work out an exact date of when we're going to do this Christmas live feed. Well, it'll probably be, me and Gidgy probably just sit in front of this computer and we'll do some prize giveaways and we'll try and use that Gucci thing on, what's the program called? StreamYard. And it's got an automated thing. So you'll have to answer a question and go, hashtag, if I go, what's my dog's name? You'll go, hashtag Rafa. And anyone who gets it right goes into the draw. And then I hit the button and the computer program draws out a winner from anyone who got the question right. So we're going to try and do it that way if we can. So it's not the first one to come up. You just have to answer the question and then you'll go into an electronic hat and then the computer picks your name out of the barrel and everyone will have a chance to win some of these really good prizes that are coming up. Swag and Sister saying, hope Jasper treats is okay. Yeah, we'll be right. Kenzie said to say good day to Rafa. Where's Rafa? Rafa is Zebby the cat's behind me. Zebby's there. Rafa's out with mum. Rafa's always out watching TV with mum. Roz has got a nice footstool. Rafa always lies up on the footstool at Roz's feet. He's a mummy's little boy, that one. Anyway, good night, everyone, or good afternoon, I should say. Take it easy. We're okay here. I think this is going to be a bloody walk in the park for us. I shouldn't talk too soon. Touch wood. We'll be right. See you later, and we'll talk to you again soon. Keep your eyes or ears to the ground for the live feed giveaway, the prize giveaway. That is going to be a really good night. We'll have some laughs, have a few beers, and do some good prize giveaways. See you later, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.